to another episode of A Magic You. My name is Yulisa. I am your host for this podcast, and I am so thankful that you are here. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about why we should all stop giving a fuck and how it's going to set you free. If you hear my music in the back, do not mind it. It's just something that I need in the background for me to talk. It just helps me with that. So we're going to need that. We're going to keep it on. If you guys noticed, I didn't post on Monday. I am so sorry. I've just been busy, but here I am recording this. I'm going to post it, and we're still going to be on our 2-week mark. Okay, I have been really trying my hardest to just not be as stressed and to not care as much, and hence the point of this episode, which is crazy right there. So I've been really busy. We've had guests, we've had visitors, we have more people coming in on top of work, on top of getting back from all the trainings in Utah. Life is just really, for real, always busy for us. We really don't ever have free weekends. And my me time is my morning time. And I'm so thankful. I love my life. I'm not complaining. I'm just someone that stays busy naturally. And although I'll be tired half the time, or I could be maybe a little burnout in one area, it's still reflecting on everything. It's such a beautiful life. So I just wanted to put that out there, that I'm not complaining. I am very thankful to have a busy, beautiful life. But with all of that, I just had to say that because before, this is how it's all going to tie in, guys. Before, I used to care so stinking much before anyone came over, before we had guests, and I still care. I still want the house clean. I still want, it to be presentable. I want my house to be clean anyway. And it's not just for guests, I just mean in general, but it's basically going with the flow and allowing yourself flexibility. This is such a busy life that we are all living, and we just got to do our best. Okay, guys? So yeah, with that, I was just more lenient with myself, not as hard on myself with not being perfect in certain areas or things not being done all the way. We're all just living, trying our freaking best, and that's all that matters, okay? It's about the energy you bring at the end of the day after that. When you care too much, when you give too many damns, you're constantly worrying, you are overcommitting, you're overthinking, you're people-pleasing, you're stretching yourself so thin that there's nothing left for you, and you end up with burnout, you end up tired of the things you love, because maybe what you're doing is overdoing it and not giving yourself time to breathe, time to reflect, and just time to exist. Whether that be with pressures from social media, trying to make everything perfect at home, having to work all the time, fear of judgment, all these things that you could be giving a heck about, it just causes so much burnout. It causes anxiety. It causes a lack of identity. You aren't able to make as quickly of decisions because you're constantly worrying. You're worrying about the decisions you're going to make. You're worrying about, what if I do this, then what is so-and-so going to think? Who cares? And it's so much easier said than done. I've said this before, and it's always a constant reminder, even to myself. But what happens when you stop giving a fuck is you stop worrying about all the things that you don't even need to worry about, things that don't matter, things that are just wasting your energy, wasting your time, worrying instead of being in the moment, instead of being in the present. You have more mental freedom when you stop caring as much. You start to be able to breathe again. You feel less heavy, less tension. There's less noise all around you. You're able to start showing up as yourself and not a version that you're trying to be for X, Y, and Z person. You're not trying to change yourself. You're truly living in your authenticity and living by the things you want to do and doing the things you want to do. You're able to start creating boundaries. You are able to say no and you not feel guilty about it. You just feel so much better. And knowing that you're not doing it and saying no out of a place of being mean or trying to hurt someone, you're doing it because you need it yourself to be 100%. People pleasing is something that is so hard, or can be, if you were raised in a people pleasing environment. And I understand. But the people pleasing can also merge into other areas of your life. And that could be, not wanting to post on social media because you don't want to hurt so-and-so's feelings because you got to go on a vacation and they didn't. Like, that is not your fault, unless it is, but most of the time it's not. Things like that. So you start blocking yourself. You start shutting yourself down. You start just caring too much. And we don't need to do that, guys. You need to take some ashwagandha. You need to drink some water, sit outside in the sun, take deep breaths, and just stop caring. I've been feeling that lately. My old self, in a way, like part version of my old self that used to not care, like, severely. I did not give a heck about anything. And this was like 8th grade high school me, I guess, like back then. I didn't care about a single thing. I literally wore whatever I want, and looking back now, I'm like, what the heck was I wearing? And why did I do that? And, now I'm looking at that, I'm like, oh God, I did not care. But what I remember in those moments is that I didn't care. And people would ask, like, oh my God, how do you just not care? I wish I could be as confident as you and this and that. And I lost that, I guess, over the years, or it just... a big shift happened in me, and now that I am like refinding it, I feel so much better. And I truly feel like it's been this year where like I have been just super authentic. And sometimes I feel like I say that word so much, but it's like I've just been so me. I used to post whatever I wanted. Of course, this was like before social media fame was like crazy. And I would just post my little pictures I took of myself, or post whatever I was thinking. And granted, I don't want to do all that now, but it got to the point where I was caring way too much about what I was posting that I would then wait so long that years would go by and I'm like, oh, I never even posted that, and I wanted to. But why? Because I was scared. For what? Like, literally for what? So within this year, I have decided to stop caring as much and make whatever I want to make, whatever content I want to make, and post it and go for it. Like, I don't know. I don't have any expectations. I'm not going to be upset if it doesn't go viral, things like that. That's not like my goal 100%. I'm just living my life, and I'm just trying to do that. Just trying to live my life and be me, as you should be doing for yourself. There are certain areas in life where you should care a little bit more, and that's okay. There's balance in everything. You should be caring about your mental and physical health. You need to be 100% you and taking care of yourself in order to be good in other aspects of your life. So really taking care of your mental and physical well-being is so important. It's going to help you tremendously. I promise you. I've been walking a lot more lately, guys. I think I walk like about 5 miles a day, 4 to 5 miles a day. And I've been getting up at 4:30 in the morning again. I'm moving, I'm grooving. And I love it. It's literally my favorite thing. I do Pilates, 30 minutes of it, and then I go walk for an hour before I get ready for work and shower and get ready for work. So I've already had like a whole day almost to myself before I have to go in for my day. And I love it. That has truly been one of the most amazing things I could do for myself. And I understand winter is so hard because it really swallowed me this last winter. And this has been the biggest change, and I just feel so much better. So, okay. So take care of your mental and physical well-being. You should care about the relationships that pour back into you and your cup, the ones that you pour into. There are certain relationships where it's so, I don't even know the word for it, to be quite honest. It's just so not uniform, united. I don't know. It's perfectly balanced though, where both parties, whether it be a friend or relationship, is feeding into the relationship. It takes a lot to keep a friendship going. And I say that like you got to be reaching out to people, or there's those people that you can go months without reaching out to and just pick back up where you left off. And those are amazing too. But both parties also understand that you're not going to be talking all the time. But anyway, take care of the relationships that fill your cup, not the ones that you leave draining from, okay? You should be caring about your values, the ones that you hold so strongly. Do not let others try and warp you, because if you feel something so strongly, there's a reason behind it. And hold on to your dreams and give a fuck about them, because your dreams are yours to be made and created and had. And because somebody else doesn't believe it doesn't mean that you can't and that you won't make it to where you want to be. A lot of people, they don't want to see you succeed when you're right next to them. And it's not in a way of being hateful all the time, but they just can't accept the fact that you're both doing the same thing in one moment and that you could take off in the next one and soar higher. It's a sad truth. It really is. But believe in yourself. Go after your dreams. Do everything and anything you can, because that's what you have control over. And the next thing that you should be caring about is growth and rest, and not feeling guilty for taking the time for the both of them. You should be happy with growing and things constantly changing, although sometimes it may be uncomfortable, and I understand that. But we are constantly growing and evolving, as we should be. We don't want to stay stagnant for too long, because life is flying by, guys. I mean, it's May. It is freaking May, and it's like the end of May, okay? It's the freaking 22nd, I think, yeah. So we're about halfway through the year almost, and that's crazy. So take time for you, take time to grow, take time to rest. Although this year has been so busy, it is important to sit the fuck down. Sit down, take a break, just eat some ice cream, eat some cucumbers, I don't know, eat something, don't eat something, get a nice relaxing refresher, a good bevy, and just take a break. You deserve it. Now, what we need to stop giving a fuck about are other people's opinions, failure, perfection, impressing strangers, and the shoulds that society says that you should be doing. All these things are causing you unnecessary worry, wasting your time, wasting your energy thinking about worrying and the what ifs instead of daydreaming on life and the beauty of life and your gratitude. Do you see what I'm saying here? It's just wasting your time. It's not helping you or your energy. People are always going to have their opinions. They're always going to have their own opinions, regardless of what you think, or if you change their mind, that's great, but it doesn't really matter, okay? It doesn't matter, because some people don't deserve you, and they don't need to see you glow. A lot of those people also don't want to see you grow and achieve things that they wish they had. Most of the time, people care about certain things because they are jealous. They either are really supporting you, or they are jealous, or they're too scared to do what you're doing. So then they start giving a fuck and start putting in their input when it was not necessary. So forget what other people are saying, and whether or not you do something and you fail, or you strive, you do great on the first time, the point of it is that you did it and you tried. You always learn from failures. You always pivot when there's a failure and you move on to the next thing. Failures are truly not failures. They are just directing you in a different way and helping you, if anything. Impressing strangers is honestly kind of wild, but it's true. It happens. And I say this because, have you ever picked out the airport outfit the night before or whatever, and you're like, ooh, what am I going to wear to the airport? But why are we doing that? I'm confused. Is it because we're trying to be cute when we get off the plane with 500 other people off this Frontier airline? Or what's the point, Or instead of trying to impress other strangers, why not impress yourself? Dress like that all the time. Wear the things that you've been wanting to wear. Do not wait, because time is so precious. And I feel like Lately, a lot of losses have been happening for others that I know, and stories from clients that loved ones have passed, and stories of, what they're going to be wearing, and they never got the chance to wear it while they were around. And the point of this is to wear what it is that you want to wear. If you're thinking of some boots that you don't want to scuff up, put them on, because scuff them up, they're meant to be worn. I used to not wear white shirts because I am just a mess and will stain it instantly. It's on my body and suddenly there's this freaking stain. But I stopped caring and I started wearing white, and I have a tie-to-go pen, and if I get it dirty, so what? I'll buy a new one, or I'll just turn it into a work shirt where I don't care about. Dress for you, impress you, and stop trying to impress strangers and worrying about that stuff, okay? Society will say that you should be, you're going to be in high school, and then you're going to go to college, and you're going to meet the love of your life and get married in your 20s and have kids and graduate and start your career and buy a house. And there's like all these things that you're like supposed to do, in air quotes, like supposed to do. But, like, why? Why is this standard? Like, who the hell came up with it? It's truly, honestly, just a money game, because that's all everything ever is around these parts and now's society. And I mean that because they want you to go to school. They want you to go to college because that means more money for the colleges. Granted, okay, maybe that's getting a little, like, conspiracy theorist or whatever, but what I'm trying to say, guys, is that if you decide to do something else and it's not the norm, it is okay. You don't have to go to college right away. You don't have to get married right away. You don't have to know your life and every detail in it right away, because nobody freaking does, okay? I need to chill on the okays, and I apologize for that one. But it's true. Nobody needs to know your life path because it's not theirs. And they shouldn't be caring, and society can say what they want, but just live in the direction that you want to go for your goals, do things that you want to do, and try your hardest to forget about like what other people will say, because you are going to come out on top. I want you to get a sticky note and your favorite jelly pen and write down 5 things that you're done caring about. Like 5 things you're for real going to be working on to stop giving a fuck about. I want you to put the sticky note on your mirror. I want you to take a picture of it and put it as your screensaver. I want you to put it in your car. Make a few sticky notes, like put some stars and stickers on them. Make it cute. Make it something that you know you're going to look at. And just remind yourself of what you just wrote down and how you're not going to give a fuck. Time is so valuable. This life is so precious, and the more and more the days go by, I will always say, like, it's just crazy. But I start to realize, and I hope you start to realize too, that like life is going by really, really fast, and it's going by way too fast to be caring about the shit that just doesn't matter. So really be mindful of what you're putting your energy towards, what your thoughts are going towards, the tone of them, your emotion. Just really take care of yourself and spend your energy wisely, and more love, more peace, less anger, less worry. Set boundaries without being sorry about them, because it's okay that you have a boundary. People may not be used to it at first, but that's okay because they're going to get used to it. Disassociate or get rid of things that you don't like seeing, whether it be people on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, group chats. Leave them. Delete people. Clear your space, clear your energy. You don't need to tell anyone. You don't need to have it publicized or anything like that. Just do you, live in your path, like go for what you want to do, and do what's right for your health. Stop over explaining and say what you mean. Oof, this one hits me because it's so hard not to over explain. I'm just an over explainer, and I don't really mean to do it. It just kind of happens. Hence me right there. But really, say what you mean. Leave it at that. Keep it short and sweet. People will get the gist. If they don't, they'll figure it out. And if they don't, they'll find out. You can set your boundaries and set your tone without being rude. You can say things like, this weekend doesn't work for me, so thank you so much for the invite, but I will not be able to attend. If friends are trying to get you to go somewhere over the weekend, you don't have to over-explain why you can't go. If you need you time, you don't have to explain anything. You can't go and you can't go, and that's that. People are always going to think their own way. They're always going to say what they want to say. Let them be wrong. Let them figure it out on their own. Don't waste your time trying to change people's minds. You're going to burn yourself out quicker than anything. It's not about giving up on everything and, putting your middle finger to the air. It's not. It's about caring intentionally and realizing what you're putting your energy for and caring about. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Please leave me a comment, review, send us a text. Leave a review with one thing that you're choosing not to give a fuck about. Send me a message. Let me know. I want to know. And just live your life to the fullest. Send this to someone that you may think might enjoy it, might be wanting to listen to it at their 5 o'clock in the morning hot girl walk. Or if you're a birder, follow Hot Girls Love Birding. We have a Facebook group now, and I need other people other than myself to be contributing these bird pictures because I know there is more of you, okay? I know that you're listening. And if you hear this, please go to Hot Girls Love Birding and drop a birding pic on the group. I want to see all my girls birding. It's going to be a Hot Girls Love Birding summer. Okay, guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Our listeners are growing, and it's honestly really crazy to think that I have almost 50 of you constantly listening within the second day. And to some people that may not be a lot, but to me that's wow, that's a crowd. That's a wedding. That's a small wedding right there. Okay. I love you guys. Share this with anyone that you may think might like it. And we'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.